So this next one that we're gonna hit on right now is talking about virtual reality. And where it's going. This comes from Wired, and with virtual reality, I think this is interesting, and I'm going to give my opinions on virtual reality here in a second, and I'm only going to read just a little bit from this article here because this article is long as crap. It's a pretty long article, but I'm going to read just a piece of it, just kind of give you a gist of what's going on. And it says the future of, and this has come from Wired. This is written by, who does it say it's written by? It doesn't say on here. No, Matthew Gault. Matthew Gault wrote this. It says the future of virtual reality is far more than just video games. Silicon Valley sees the creation of virtual worlds as the ultimate free market solution to a political problem. In a world of increasing wealth, inequity, environmental disaster, and political instability, why not sell everyone a device that whisks them away to a virtual world free of pain and suffering? Really interesting. That's really interesting. I think that's really, really, really interesting. Tech billionaires aren't shy about sharing this. Some people read this the wrong way and react incorrectly to it. The promise of VR is to make the world you wanted. It is not possible on Earth to give everyone all that they want, all they would want. Not everyone can have a Richard Branson's private island. Doom co-creator and former CTO of Oculus, John Carmack, told Joe Rogan during a 2020 interview. People react negatively to any talk of economics, but it is a resource allocation. You have to make decisions about where things go. Economically, you can deliver a lot more value to a lot of people in the virtual sense. Virtual reality is an attractive escape, but it's not a solution to the world's ills. The problem of the world will persist beyond the borders of the metaverse created by companies such as Epic, Valve, and Facebook. Without decisive, radical action, our planet will continue to burn. The gap between the rich and the poor will grow, and the political movement will flourish, all while some of us are plugged into a virtual world. Worse, the virtual world will be one owned and controlled by the companies that create them. If you want a picture of the future, imagine Facebook branded set VR goggles strapped to a emaciated face forever. All right, so I'm just gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there just for a second. Well, I'm not even gonna read the rest of it. Let me be real. I'm not gonna read the rest of it because I kind of generally got the gist of that, and I read a little bit more of it, and I'm just giving you my thoughts on where we are. They want virtual reality. No, yes, pretty much Ready Player One. Yes, downstairs. Yes, pretty much Ready Player One, right? But we're nowhere near that. I'm almost willing to say this is going to be more like Surrogates than Ready Player One. Have you seen that movie with Bruce Willis? Ready Player One put you in a world that's still video game like. I don't think when we talk virtual worlds, when everything's said and done, it's not going to be a video game. It's not going to be a video game at all. We all are wanting it to be a video game. We all want it to be amazing. We all want it to be awesome. But it's just not going to be that. It is what it is. It's going to be riddled with ads. It's going to be there's going to be trolls, big trolls. You're going to hack. You're going to get hacked in some form or some form of fashion. Sites are going to be down. You're going to be irritated. You're going to be annoyed. And there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to be in place because that's how they make their money. That's how they make their money. So with that being said, not saying that virtual reality isn't going to be a thing one day, which it is. It is what it is. It's going to be a thing. But I think this is going to be the catch. And I've been talking about it for a while. The first part of it is if you don't have peripherals, virtual reality is not going to work. It is what it is because you're not going to be able to get lost in that world. What makes us stay within our world that we're in is that we have peripheral. If your blinders are like this, you're gonna have a hard time, or you get distracted by other things from the outside of your. It is what it is. That's why when you're playing video games and you see something happening like beside your TV, you get distracted, right? Or your wife is talking to you while you're playing video games and you lose the match, and you know you mess. I hope my wife heard that. She probably did. But you get what I'm saying. So that's the very first thing. They have to work on having full range and having peripherals. Right? Right. We're all on the same page there. The very next thing, in my opinion, these companies will not be able to make money off of virtual reality until this one thing happens. I think you guys know exactly where I'm going with this. The one thing that needs to happen is you being able to have the sense of touch, the sense of feel, in addition to your peripherals. It is what it is. Human beings were pervs, man. Even the most sophisticated person in the world has their own little weird fantasies and fetishes. It is what it is. And they want to fulfill them, or they want to know what it's like. They want to. So if you can't feel, guess what? It's not gonna freaking happen, man. It's just not. It's not gonna happen because let's be real. What's one thing that's really successful? And we just literally talked about this with Twitch, and that's what me and him downstairs were going back and forth with. Guys are invested into streamers that show a little bit more cleavage than the other ones. You know, like if you're really really attractive and you're showing cleavage and stuff, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Hey, do your thing, make money, get money, but that's definitely a thing that people are attracted, because we're all pervs on the inside to a certain extent. Then OnlyFans. OnlyFans is extremely successful right now. Extremely successful. Freaking, how many people make money off of Pornhub? There's a lot of money to be made in pornography. How come during this pandemic, all the pornography stores are still open? I'm just saying, guys. I'm just freaking saying that I don't think. I got drip for sale. 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 Yo, the Sleepy Medic. Yo, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. But like, come on, man. So they're talking about ways to get virtual reality there. It's not going to get there until it gets to that point, man. Hey, yo, there he is. Cheers. Do you have your coffee? I drink to that. Thanks for the follow. The adult entertainment industry is already ahead of you. Just like DVD and Blu-rays, they're going to pioneer the VR format as well. Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm glad you said that. They already have VR fleshlights. Don't judge me, don't at me, don't ask how I know. I do not own one.
Thank you for becoming a member.
I do not own one. I just seen a video on YouTube about it. And there's this thing, it's a device, and it's like, while you're watching your favorite video via VR, right? It's like, here, but again, here's the problem. Even though you're being taken care of downstairs, what about your hands? Your hands don't have the ability to touch, and what does that feel like? You don't have the sense of touch with this particular thing, and that's the thing that's crazy. So now here it is. What if the future isn't VR? And hear me out, guys. And I'll kind of leave it at this. What if the future isn't VR? What if the future is augmented reality? And we think it's VR. We all, oh yeah, we want VR. And also reality, we want augmented reality. And let me give you the example of what I'm talking about. I just recently purchased Mario Kart Live. It's augmented reality. You drive around your Mario Kart car, and he's driving. right? And you see the enemy, you see Bowser's and and friends, and you go through the gate, you collect coins, you collect bananas, and you throwing turtle shells and etc. Right? Right. We're all on the same page now. Now, imagine having a life-size doll, and you have augmented reality glasses on, and it covers all the. It's more like goggles. And the goggles are like ski goggles, and they cover up all the way like this and cover over, right? So you can see. And with those augmented reality goggles, you're able to see that, you know, those life-size dolls, not the blow-up dolls, but those big dolls. Now that doll has a face. Now that doll is able to talk to you. Now you can touch and feel. I don't think the future is VR. I think the future is augmented reality, and they need to figure out how to get that VR within the system to be able to, that allows you to interact with the things that are around you in your house and in your home. So now here goes the next thing. This goes the next thing. All right. So when we're talking about being in a place in person or actually doing stuff in person, I think the next step is no different than having these cameras out. You have your camera out and you're able to walk around your house, but it only covers you, right? So now you can be in work and shoot, you can put on the disguise, and you can be in a meeting and you actually sit down in that chair in the meeting and you're in the comfort of your own home and you have augmented reality within your workspace, within the workplace. I think that's the answer. And as much as I want virtual reality and the VR and the Oculus and all these other devices to be this big thing and make it all amazing and that's it right there, I just don't think that's the thing. I don't think that's the thing. It's not ready. It's not ready, and we still have a little bit of time before it becomes ready. In my opinion. But what's yours? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how you feel. And also, guys, thank you for joining me. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. If you're on not Facebook. I was about to say Facebook. Jeez, I was thinking about Facebook. And if you're on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button. I would greatly appreciate each and every one of you that do that. I need those numbers matter of fact. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you give it a like and leave a comment. If you really liked everything, please come visit me on Twitch. I am there weekdays 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. CST. That's Central Standard Time. Make sure you follow me on all the listed social media platforms. Success and victory. Don't block with your face. And I will see you next time. Peace.